Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Fry. And it's Peyton in for Luke Ridenour. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Payne, he's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for T. Schroeder passes to Payne. Harkless comes with a double team. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
There's 1:47 left in the first half.
Thabo Sefolosha missed games with a calf strain last season. The Thunder, however, actually scored and defended a little better without him and Kendrick Perkins. Hard to figure.
1:36 left in the first half of the game. Back to Scott. Passes to Bazemore. A three ball. Orlando grabs the miss. O'Quinn can't hit. Here's Schroeder. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
You know, the Hawks haven't been an elite team, but they do have the longest active playoff streak in the East. They've been to 7 straight postseasons, and while they haven't advanced very far, I still think there's something to be said for getting to the postseason 7 years in a row.
Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for the Magic. And good on the basket. Book it. O'Quinn's got his first 2 points.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. With as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
And for the Hawks, with that playoff streak, for a team, Steve, that has missed the playoffs in the 8 seasons prior, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta has shown consistent winning basketball now over the last, 6-7 years. They've shed some of their marquee players, suffered some big injuries, but they've still found a way to remain competitive.
Payton's shot is off.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
Scott kicks to Schroeder. The dish to Bazemore. Schroeder in the corner. For the three. Bazemore misses. Here's O'Quinn. Rebounds. Atlanta takes possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Payne. Here's Schroeder from deep three-point range. Can't hit. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, we have, Kevin, and that's exactly what this team needed from him. He's been terrific.
And you know what, Steve? A double-double in 2 quarters of play, guys. I mean, that's nothing to complain about.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's T in at the point. Now here's Vucevic. From beyond the arc, rebound Atlanta. Millsap's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That was a power punch right there.
Oh, great. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Gordon's checked in for Payton. Here's Fry. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
High post shot. And Atlanta again with the bucket. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Vucevic, good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety. Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Tries again, and it's good on the way in. Fry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Jeff Teague signed a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Hawks going into last season. And with the departures of some of their other star players, they decided to put the ball in his hands to run their more free-flowing offense, and he delivered in a great way.
And the Magic making a change here. Green's checked in. Took him no time at all on that one. Vucevic has got 9 points.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Fournier's checked in for Orlando. The Hawks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Got a piece of it. And that one's good. Millsap. 12 points for him.
It's amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect in this half.
And there's the pass to Fry. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Teague. 13 points in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul. Here's Teague. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition, and where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
And Teague, a top-tier penetrator, a nice teardrop in the lane.
And he's an improved passer, too, Kevin. I like the confidence he's starting to play with now. Getting into the lane, he's elite when it comes to the assist-turnover ratio that point guards are measured by. And he continues to expand his offensive game as well.
Well, Tobias Harris missing the first month and a half of last season with a high ankle sprain. And once he returned, it took him a while to get back into form. But the Magic are hoping he can be a big piece for them moving forward.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
And Harris now in his 4th season already, but still just 22 years old. Came into the league young, but has added some muscle to his frame. And he's an underrated athlete. This guy's a really good all-around player. He had a 38-inch vertical at the NBA Combine a few years back.
Here's Carroll. He's got 6. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Millsap has the open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Millsap's got 5 points now this quarter. You guys talk about Harris's athleticism. Steadily improving 2-speed as a rebound.
You know, and the opportunity for big minutes in Orlando. They bought out Glenn Davis last season, freeing up minutes for Harris to take that next step.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Teague. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Hawks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the field here in the third, coming out of the break very hot. Teague kicks to Horford. He feeds it to Cephalosha. Outside Teague. It's stolen by Harris. Atlanta with the rebound. Cephalosha's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's blocked. Oladipo with the ball. Fournier's shot is off. Millsap's against Harris. Outside Teague. Dishes to Horford. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Not a whole lot that they're doing defensively at this stage after playing a pretty solid first half.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Fry. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Evan Fournier.
Well, some said the day of the center had come and gone, but I don't think that's quite the case. We don't have the depth at that position that existed in the past, but you look at guys like Marc Gasol, Roy Hibbert, Joakim Noah, there are still some excellent centers in this league. I should mention Dwight Howard, of course, too.
Here's Horford. No good. The Magic go the other way with it. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for the Magic. Gordon comes in for Tobias Harris. For Atlanta, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. And for a while there, it seemed that Dwight Howard was head and shoulders Clark above at the center position, but there seems to be more parity at that position now.
Yeah, I think the factor is how he recovers from his back injury, because those matchups will be fun to watch. But as we saw in last season's playoffs, having a great shot-blocking big man inside is a huge advantage.
Pass to Corver. Back to Teague. From the baseline, and he hits the jump shot. Teague's got 11 in the second half.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through, and that's not something. They should get away from.
Orlando's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
To the paint. Here's Cephalosha. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Cephalosha's got 8 points.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Harkless misses the three.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Oh, and here he comes. Ridnour all alone.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break. Really, last season was just the second step in the aftermath that was the Dwight Howard trade for the Magic. Still trying to find a direction and acquire building blocks, and that does take a little time.
Here's Harkless. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
O'Quinn dishes to Payton. Ridnour passes to Gordon. Millsap with the steal. Teague against Ridnour. Now here is Cephalosha. He's tightly guarded. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Corver. And now 24 points for Teague. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And the Magic making a change here. Nicholson's checked in. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Payne, he's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Schroeder in for Jeff Teague.
Hey, I like creativity in the circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Ben Gordon's checked in for Luke Ridnow. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Schroeder, covered by Payton. Schroeder kicks to Payne. Harkless with the steal. Outside Gordon. There's the feed to Nicholson. Payton left side. Puts one up from 19. And that one's good. Payton's got his first bucket in this one. Atlanta's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Schroeder dishes to Bazemore. Now here is Cephalosha, covered by Payton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Hawks ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. We've got Green, Fournier out there with Andrew Nicholson. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Gordon in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for Orlando. Schroeder's shot is good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Here's Gordon. The good-looking shot from the wing. Atlanta's shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Kicks it to Bazemore. It's stolen by Green. Left side, Gordon. Here's Nicholson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand. The most basic finish possible.
And yet he still made it look pretty good.
Feeds it to Scott. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And the basket by Gordon.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
Mack the pass to Bazemore. And Mack's it to Bazemore. Hits it from three-point range.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And the foul called on Willie Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
Luke Ridnow is checked in for Willie Green. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Bazemore. Ball's knocked loose. And the foul called on Ben Gordon. That's his first foul. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
And 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure. Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees. And last season, the 7th and 8th seed in the East made the playoffs with worse records than the 9th and 10th seeded teams in the West. Sure, the conference playoff structure reduces travel, but in the age of chartered flights, you could argue longer traveling distances are much less of a concern. And I would say amen to that.
Second chance shot. Fournier's shot is off. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Bazemore misses.
And guys, I think the biggest advantage to a so-called top 16 playoff seeding is that it would possibly make for a more competitive finals. It's a playoff series that garners international attention anyway. You want to make sure that the last 2 teams standing are truly the best in the NBA.
Mack, no luck.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
The Magic making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Scott gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Well, it's plays like that. Hustle plays on the glass and then staying with it, being active. It really caused some problems for that defense.
You know, the dunks are few and far between for the big guy, but every once in a while we get one just like that.
It's not hard to believe that kind of size might keep you from being a high flyer.
Yeah, that's a lot of man right there to try to get up off the ground, Kevin.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Offensive rebound, Fournier, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Gordon. Here's Fournier, defended by Scott. The shot's good from Fournier.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. And that's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
Good.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
For Atlanta, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Passes it to Mack. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
Such a careless pass. Got to keep your head in the game here.
Here are the Magic now. Here's Ridnour. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Here's Schroeder.
You know, we saw some coach turnover heading into the season, but nothing like a year ago when there were 13 changes of NBA coaches. I think that was a record, or if not, it was really close to one. Even winning coaches were getting let go. A lot of new NBA owners are coming in, and in some ways, it is a changing of the guard, quite honestly.
The half-court bomb falls off target. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
21 seconds of the shot clock. 21.
Atlanta's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Mack, no luck.
That's flat out embarrassing.
Throws it from deep. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Atlanta. Orlando with the ball. Puts up a prayer. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Out of bounds. Remains Hawks ball.
Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Schroeder. It's offline from half court. Here's O'Quinn. Doesn't get the full court heave to fall. Atlanta's shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. Second chance shot. He lays it in.
Mike Scott.
Scott's got 4 points in the quarter.
In the second half, they haven't been able to get nearly as many second chance points, but with the lead, that's not really a major concern. I mean, they've just got to play solid basketball the rest of the way to maintain their cushion.
And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Mack. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Nicholson's shot is off. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Remains Orlando ball. 20 seconds of the shot.
Magic shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
19 seconds of the shot.
Smooth sailing for Atlanta. Schroeder. And it's well off target. Here's Fournier. The full court Hail Mary is offline. Payne can't hit. Here's O'Quinn. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession.
Remains Hawks ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
Here's Mack from half court. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Three-pointer, Ridnour. Rebound by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third rebound on the night.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second. Andrew Nicholson took a step backwards last season after a promising rookie campaign, and that can happen sometimes for any number of reasons. The scoring rate and field goal percentage drop. And scoring is supposed to be his calling card. But that second year in the league, sometimes teams adjust to you and you do take a step back.
He's off on the second. And Nicholson, a good outside shooter last season, testing out a stretch 4 role and incorporating the three-point shot, Steve, into his offensive package.
Yeah, you know, Nicholson has some talent. The key, if you're going to be a stretch 4, you've got to be consistent from the outside. Nicholson only shot 31% from long range last year, so that's what he has to develop, is that consistent outside shot along with his defensive versatility. If he does that, he'll have a long career ahead of him.
The first one falls.
Adrian Payne, a senior forward out of Michigan State, 6'10", got a 7'4" wingspan. You like his combination of length and shooting range. He started playing the game late, but really developed in his time with the Spartans, his shooting stroke in particular.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I'm glad they didn't try. You don't want anybody getting hurt out here.
You and I called a lot of this guy's games in college. Adrian Payne from Michigan State has overcome his share of adversity, certainly losses in his family, and he dealt with mononucleosis during last season.
Yeah, and considering all of that, Kevin, it's quite impressive he was able to play as well as he did, but he's made a habit of overcoming challenges, and anytime you can work through adversity, got to help you as a pro.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Hawks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And nobody really saw a performance like this coming. But it was a big-time game for Paul Millsap. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come up with steals and get extra possessions for his team.
And he can't get the first one.
Mike Scott, a second-round pickup for the Hawks. He's gotten an opportunity with their injuries, just about doubled his minutes last season. A consistent offensive threat off the bench. And he's improved that three-point stroke as well.
20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
Well, Orlando shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
19 seconds on the shot.
Here's Mack. Can't get the heave to fall. And for Scott, where he still needs to improve is on his defensive side.
Exactly, Kevin. A little more than a speed bump on the low block, and his rebounding numbers fell drastically last season. He's already 26 years of age. His upside, I still think it's there, but not as much as we thought initially.
And it's Gordon missing. Here's Scott. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Still Magic ball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 20.
Here's Gordon. 36 seconds left in the game. O'Quinn can't hit. Atlanta's shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Ben Gordon. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Thabo Sefolosha. Both free throws good from Schroeder. The Magic shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Nicholson. That's good. And it's Ridnour picking up the assist. Atlanta with the ball. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Schroeder. He kicks to Mack. Wide open look. The shot is off. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business.
Well, Paul,
I'm ready to ball. Let's go.
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 I'm ready to ball. I'm ready to ball. Let's go.
I'm ready to ball. Let's go.
With the 60th pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Jeremy Brown from Oklahoma State.
Nah, this guy? Man, he's terrible.
Good night, everyone, and thanks for coming.
There's my guy.
Your guy? Your guy? Your guy was told by his agent that he was going to be a late first round, maybe second round draft pick. Your guy's supposed to be in New York with the rest of those chumps. Your guy's about to blow his freaking lid because his dream of being in the NBA is still just a dream.
Hey, chill, man. I know this isn't how we wanted it to go down. Believe me. Like I told you, you're my last best hope at the agency. If you wash out, I wash out with you. But I was thinking, maybe this was the best thing that could have happened to you.
How you figure that, genius?
Better to go undrafted and have a choice than to be picked late by a stacked playoff team where your chances of making the team are about as high as my chances of dating a supermodel, which, despite my contagious charm, are pretty freaking slim.
So what's the move, man?
This just affects our timing, okay? You just gotta keep working hard and be ready. Injuries, overhyped draft picks. Sooner or later, players are gonna wash out and they are going to call you. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Good. Remember, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team and made fools pay for it the rest of his career. Use the draft day slight as motivation, a chip on your shoulder at the beginning of a long journey. And like every journey, this one begins with a single step. So your first step is to keep working hard. And we'll find you a home before you know it.
All right, man. I'm believing in you, bro. Make it happen. Undrafted? Basketball's been my life since day one. What am I gonna do now? This can't be the end. Is my dream really dead?
Okay. I know you've been staying in shape, working hard on your game, waiting for your shot.
Yeah, so when's that gonna be? Because you told me not getting picked was a good thing.
It was. It was. This is America. Freedom of choice and all that good stuff. And that is why I'm here. Now is the time. Teams are able to offer 10-day contracts at this point, and I've been on the phone nonstop. There's some definite interest in you.
What's that mean? I get to pick where I want to go?
Whoa. It's not that easy, my friend. But there are several teams willing to give you a little tryout, see if it makes sense for them to sign you.
Listen, man. First of all, you're not my friend. You're my agent. And second, where's the list? Because I'm ready to play.
Keep in mind that these teams have varying levels of interest. If you want the 10-day deal, you're going to have to work a lot harder to impress some of these teams than others.
Man, I don't care about that. Where's the list?
Okay, here's the list. Let me know where you want to go, and I'll make it happen.
You handled yourself pretty well at the pre-draft workouts. But that's not quite the same thing as playing with real men in the NBA, now is it? Now listen, we don't bring guys all the way out here because we don't think they can contribute to this team. We've got a good mix of veterans and some young players here, but we could always use some fresh legs and some game. You'll be running with the twos against the ones. So let's see if every GM in this league was wrong for not drafting you. Because if you prove you belong, all the talent evaluators were idiots.
Oh, I belong, all right? Ain't no doubt in my mind, Coach.